With this in mind, and after unpacking the 7 personalities last week that might pull us away from Stoicism, today we embrace a more positive perspective. We're diving into the Stoic philosophy fervently celebrates. These are the individuals, souls who embody Stoic values, guiding and uplifting us. Join us in this journey of appreciation as we shed light on the figures who truly embody Stoic resilience and wisdom. Since Stoicism isn't just about reading or talking about philosophy, it's about living by its teachings, I suggest that you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss a single video type. The reflective thinker does exactly that by regularly questioning, analyzing, and diving deep into their thoughts and actions. Think of the vast ocean. On the surface, it may be turbulent with waves crashing and winds howling, but deep down it is calm and serene. Similarly, while the world around the reflective thinker may be chaotic, they have an internal calm, a depth that helps them navigate life's storms. Now you might be wondering how one becomes a reflective thinker. Well, it begins with cultivating a habit of reflective journaling. For instance, it was a practice many Stoics like Marcus Aurelius religiously followed. By penning down their thoughts, they could understand their biases, make sense of the world, and gain clarity. But it's not just about making the world. Reflective thinkers also actively seek knowledge. They're constantly learning, evolving, and growing. They don't accept information at face value, but rather delve into its depths, dissect it. They are critical without being cynical, analytical without being overly judgmental. And the beautiful thing about reflective thinkers is that they inspire those around them. Being around them is like breathing fresh air. They remind us of how important it is to stop and think before we act, and how powerful it is to really understand ourselves in a world that values quick reactions and sound bites. If you have a reflective thinker in your life, cherish them because they bring depth, calm, and perspective to the whirlwind of life. If you want to be more stoic in your approach, cultivating this type of reflection is a great place to start. Imagine being stuck on a seemingly endless desert path. While most would succumb to the heat and rages, the resilient endures. These aren't just individuals who deal. They're transformers, transforming their adversities into catalysts for personal evolution. The strong-willed person finds chances along the way. They accept life's challenges, seeing every problem not as a hardship, but as a chance to learn something important. Think about a professional who comes to a job crossroads. While most people see a confusing junction, the strong, determined person sees many possible paths. They might venture into unknown areas, learn new skills, or use the crossroad as the starting point for a groundbreaking project. When they face disagreements or misunderstandings, they choose introspection and adaptability. Echoing Marcus Aurelius' words, "What stands in the way becomes the way." These are the souls who, despite personal difficulties, offer their help to the community. They are the coworkers who, after losing their jobs, reinvent their professional identities. We are constantly reminded that life isn't just about getting through hard times, it's also about mastering them. They embody the Stoic philosophy of resilience, showing us how to truly endure and inspire us. Growth that never stops, even when the road looks steep and winding. Number 3, the honest advisor. In the complicated mosaic of human relationships, which is made up of many different characters, the honest advisor stands out with a clear shine. These people are known for telling the truth without fear and making sure that their words, even if they are uncomfortable, are spoken with empathy and sincere intent. Think of a time when you were on the edge of making a decision and were plagued by uncertainty. More often than not, they stand as the team members who tactfully highlight oversights, ensuring the collective work is of the highest caliber within the familial fold. The honest advisor who sees raw potential offers insightful feedback. They highlight areas ripe for refinement, not to dampen spirits, but to pave the way for mastery. The honest advisor is this important friction, the soft, rough material force smoothing out our edges, helping us shine our brightest. Their candor is neither rough nor rash. It's based on kindness, a sincere wish for our progress, a strong sense of right and wrong, and a long-term commitment to our growth. If someone challenges us, they don't put us down. Instead, they push us to think more deeply about things and guide us toward excellence. In a world that is sometimes full of lies and fake compliments, an honest advisor stands out as a personification of genuine authenticity. Their wisdom and help on our journey are invaluable. Number 4, type of people, the satisfied minimalist. In a time of relentless consumerism, where value is often linked to wealth and excess, the contented minimalist offers a welcome contrast. Their philosophy includes beyond just having things. It's a profound understanding that happiness comes from living simply and purposefully, not from just having more. Picture a house that isn't flashy or overstuffed but exudes peace. It's not full of the newest tech or overstuffed closets. Instead, it breathes with space. The happy minimalist refuge is made up of clear things that serve a purpose. Each object reminds them of a fond memory, tells a story, or is necessary for daily life. Think about that coworker who, instead of a big birthday party, chooses a meaningful one. They might get a small group of people together for a meditative retreat or a heartwarming meal at home. The focus shifts from flash to real friendship and treasured moments in our digital-centered world. These are the people who value the weight of a letter over a quick tweet or a soul-stirring conversation over a busy social media feed. The decisions they make in life come from a deep understanding of what life is really about. This is similar to Marcus Aurelius' thought that very little is needed to live a happy life. It's all in the way you think. This is how a satisfied minimalist acts. Their joy isn't tied to material things, but to being thankful for what they have. They live a simple, purposeful life that shows that true happiness doesn't come from having a lot of things, but from being grateful for the things we already have. Number 5, the empathetic helper. In the chaos and noise of today's world, there are a few people who offer warmth and understanding that are like a warm fire on a cold winter night. These people are the empathetic helpers. People who don't just notice how other people feel, but really understand them and offer help and comfort that often go beyond words. Think of that team member who, even during meetings and deadlines, can tell when someone is losing motivation. They might approach them not with a nosy question, but with a genuine offer to talk or a quick coffee break. They have an amazing knack for figuring out people's underlying emotions, often making them unofficial guardians of the group's well-being, lifting spirits, and strengthening bonds within the team. Think about the friend who drops off a freshly baked pie for a family going through hard times, or the commuter who sees a fellow passenger's teary eyes and silently passes a comforting note, reinforcing faith in humanity. Take inspiration from Seneca's profound statement wherever they highlight the monumental impact of simple acts of empathy. It's not about showy displays or acts that make the news. It's about those sincere, often overlooked acts of kindness that send shockwaves through hearts and communities. They show that real strength doesn't come from being distant, but from deeply connecting with others and using our compassion to heal. Number 6. Elevate and bridge divides. The empathetic helper exemplifies the profound power of pure altruistic connection, calling us to transcend our personal boundaries and truly engage with the heartbeats around us. Number 7. Finding the disciplined student in the complex web of human traits. The disciplined student stands out as a model of dedication and passion. While many people learn in fits and starts, based on their changing motivations, the disciplined learner follows a path marked by unwavering dedication and an insatiable hunger for knowledge. Think about that classmate who, despite the allure of short-term distractions, sets aside sacred moments every day to study. Their motivation wasn't stress-driven exam prep, but a genuine reverence for the material. Their organized notes were less about getting good grades and more about showing their deep respect for enlightenment. Professionally, they stand out as people who are always improving their skills, not just because it's required for their job, but because they want to keep growing. These are the people who go to seminars, read industry-related books, and are always at the top of their fields, echoing Epictetus' profound wisdom that only the educated are free. This liberation is shown by the focused learner, not limited by things that make them comfortable and always expanding their intellectual vistas. Their presence emphasizes the importance of steady dedication over sporadic zeal. It's not about soaking up information in random bursts. It's about slowly building it up over time, making learning an unchanging part of their daily lives through their endeavors. Number 7. The disciplined learner who quietly but firmly advocates that gaining knowledge isn't a temporary goal, but a lifelong journey where the thrill comes from both the odyssey and the ultimate peak of understanding. Number 8. The present moment lover. In a time when there are a lot of distractions and people are always trying to reach their goals for the future, people who love the present moment are a breath of fresh air in a world that values juggling and planning ahead. These individuals stand out for their captivating ability to fully inhabit the here and now. Imagine a friend who, during your chats, gives you their full attention. Their phone is forgotten, but their gaze is unwavering. They engage so fully that every minute spent feels like an hour, and every conversation is an embrace of souls. It's not how much time was spent, but how well the link was made. Consider parents who, despite the whirlwind of daily responsibilities, find moments to truly engage with their kids. When they're with their kids, their minds aren't wandering to chores or unanswered emails. Instead, they're exploring make-believe worlds and enjoying laughs and imagination, the fleeting wonders of their children's youth in the embrace of nature. The present moment lover is the person who stops to truly appreciate the magic of a sunset. They take in its kaleidoscope of colors, let its tranquility envelope them, and experience its fleeting grandeur. They aren't taking a quick picture for digital applause. Instead, they are soaking up the fleeting wonder with all of their being. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not dwell on the panorama of what was and what might be, but anchor oneself in the present." The present moment lover embodies this wisdom, knowing that while life's canvas spans past, present, and future, its most vivid strokes are painted in the immediacy of the now. As we conclude today's investigation into the revered souls spotlighted by life, it becomes crucial to internalize their teachings rather than admiring them from afar. The Stoicism lover not only extracts the deepest joys from today's fleeting instances, but also beckons others to liberate themselves from the burdens of bygones and the anxieties of tomorrows, inviting them to revel in the wondrous spectacle of the unfolding present. Grace your life, but more importantly, think about your job. Are you being such an example for other people to follow? Remember that Stoicism is more than just improving yourself. It also means spreading happiness and knowledge to others. If what we talked about today struck a chord with you, I encourage you to learn more. Share your thoughts, stories, or personal journeys in the comments. If not, think about what's holding you back. Until we meet again, I hope you continue to seek out and surround yourself with people who are filled with wisdom and strive to manifest the virtues they are present in your life.